Members of the Guam Police Department and keep our island community safe. And Officer Paul Tapao is here with Guam Crimestoppers. Now, Officer Tapao, I've always wondered something. Obviously, crime can be seen by many different people, you know, whether it happens in front of them or they just kind of like stumble into it. So can children use the various forms of communicating with you guys? Because you guys have a phone number, email address, website, text message line, and everything like that. Is there an age requirement if people want to submit a tip?
Nope, no, not at all. I'm glad you brought that up, because right now I'm in the prime state of bringing the School Crime Stoppers program within the schools, the various schools such as the elementary, middle, and high school. And I start them as young as 8 years old, all the way up until their senior year. And I teach them the basic ways of reporting crime, to include the 911 reporting, actual crimes or actual incidents happening. I teach them, I touch bases on the 911. But I mainly focus on the Crime Stoppers program and how they can use it, safely using it while remaining anonymous, using the telephone, using the text message, the email, our webpage, and of course, the very new and inventive way of just simply using a piece of paper, writing your information down and dropping it to the school safety drop box. We've adopted that program throughout the entire elementary schools. So the elementary schools will be receiving that box, because we know that kids as young as 8, 7 years old, they don't have the luxury of having a cell phone, but they do have a piece of paper and a pencil, and they can easily write the information of the crime while safely remaining anonymous.
And most importantly, they have pride about their neighborhood, their community, you know.
Yep, that's the whole purpose. That's the main core of the Crime Stoppers program, especially the school. Yes, the School Crime Stoppers program. We're instilling them the opportunities to take control of their school by simply being the stewards of their school, instilling them the sense of pride and instilling them the sense of responsibility and their civil duty to make sure that their school is safe. So we're giving them the tools and how they can keep it safe.
And you're also teaching the kids that, you know, you don't have to be a 22-year-old fully formed adult and everything like that. If you see something wrong and you want to change that, you know, you can speak up.
Yep, absolutely. We're seeing it in the teens. The teens are taking back that they can actually make a difference while safely doing it at home, using their computer, using their tablet, using their iPad. They can send information of a crime that they know of and they want to help, because I tell them, you're just as guilty as the person committing the crime. If you know about who's doing it or who's committing it and you don't come forward, you're just as guilty as that person who committed the crime. And you see they want to take action. They want to take back their schools, or they pretty much just want to keep their schools safe. So we're seeing a positive move with the School Crime Stoppers program.
There's a very famous quote out there that says, the only thing necessary for evil to triumph is for good people to stand by and do nothing.
Yep, absolutely. And I live by that morals and I live by that teachings. And I tell the kids that unless you don't do something about it, then you're no good as the person who committed the crime.
All right. Well, speaking of crime, what is this week's crime of the week?
This is the home invasion that happened in Mong Mong.
All right, let's go check it out.
On Sunday, September 20 at 2:57 in the morning, our officers from the Hagåtña Precinct Command responded to a home invasion that occurred at 168B 10 Street located in Mong Mong. Now, according to the police report, the homeowners were sleeping in the living room area when they heard 3 loud bangs coming from the front door. Instantly, one of the family members noticed 2 unknown male individuals forcefully entering the front door and were carrying guns. One suspect was noted to have kicked a family member numerous times as he laid on the couch and began demanding money. The second suspect was seen rummaging through drawers located within one of the bedrooms. Both suspects were then seen walking out the door where they had entered from. Both suspects were described to be Chamorros with a tall and skinny stature. The suspects were last seen wearing black masks covering their face during the time of the incident. The Guam Crime Stoppers is asking the island community for their help relative to this home invasion that occurred. We are asking, should anyone have any information, they are encouraged to call the Guam Crime Stoppers 24-hour hotline at 477-HELP, or they can send an SMS text to 486-HELP. If you have any information about this case, please call the Guam Crime Stoppers at 477-HELP or text 688-STOP. You can also visit our webpage at www.guam.crimestoppersweb.com or call the Guam Police Department at 475-8615-6 or 7. Guam Crime Stoppers wants to remind the public that we do not use caller ID and you do not have to leave your name. You can receive a cash reward of up to $1,000 if the information provided leads to the arrest and conviction for the person or persons responsible for this crime or any other crime.
All right, Officer Tapao, before we get out of here, what are the various ways where people can contact Guam Crime Stoppers?
Okay, the basic Crime Stoppers we utilized the 24-hour our hotline, 477-HELP. We have our webpage, guam.crimestoppersweb.com. feel free to visit that webpage, submit a tip using that online. And we also have our text line, 486-HELP. Now with the school programs, especially with the elementary level, we have the Dropbox system. All you need is a piece of paper and a pencil, and just submit it into a secure box where nobody's going to know that you're coming forward and you're helping keep your school safe.
And it's only GPD that picks up that Dropbox. It's not going to get passed on to somebody in the school. Or
we actually work with the school coordinators, and the school coordinators have an understanding that when it's criminal nature, we're going to take action. And if it's an administrative issue, then we're going to work together and try to resolve the situation. So we're doing two folds. We're having resolution to the conflict or resolution to the problems, and we're also addressing criminal natures.
All right, well done. Thanks so much.
Oh, thank you for having me.
All right, you heard it from the man himself, ladies and gentlemen. Your privacy is secured so that your community can be safe.